Good morning, good morning, good morning, family. This is Coach Charlene. You are loved and appreciated. I wanted to come live just to do a resilience check. It has been a little bit before we talked about resilience. We did that big 30-day becoming a more resilient you, and things are not letting up. Things are, as a matter of fact, getting more intense and more challenging as we continue to navigate through our world. So I just wanted to kind of touch bases with you really quick because you have got to make sure that your inner battery is okay. Now, when I say inner battery, I'm talking about the capacity, that reservoir that you have within you that allows you to be able to keep navigating through the challenges of life. And so that's why I wanted to just do a quick check in to see how you're doing. See, are you falling into the trap of imploding versus, exploding, imploding? You remember I talked about resilience, and there's three types of people. There's people that implode, they take it all in, all of the challenges, all of life's problems, and things like that. They take that in and it goes within, and they become depressed and they don't talk anymore. Things just start getting very different for them, and they kind of get reserved and quiet, and they're not the same as they used to be because of all of the pressures of life. And then you have people that explode. Those are ones that snap and they just get angry and say all kind of things that they really regret at the end. So what are you doing? How is your inner battery? Is your inner battery? It's just like a cell phone. If I don't plug my cell phone up and I have like only 5% in it at night, and then I don't plug it in so that it can recharge, we kind of are the same way, you guys. If you do not get into his presence so that he can refill you and he can fill you back up, you're going to find yourself empty. You're going to find yourself upset. You're going to find yourself exploding, really saying things that you really shouldn't be saying. Having your mind go places where it really should not be going because you have succumbed to the circumstances, you succumb to the pressures of life that are coming. Because you guys, really, that's why I wanted to do a check-in, because like literally every since the new year began, now we started off with a bang, kicked off, everything seemed okay, but then change started happening instantly in January, and then more so in February. Now, we have been in constant pressure for this whole year, literally, if you really sit back and look at it. So, when you keep putting pressure on items, at some point they break, at some point, they explode, at some point something happens. So that's why I believe that God had me to do the talk about resilience, because you have got to keep your inner batteries secure and full and filled. So that's why you can't walk around and be empty. That's my bottom line. You cannot be empty, because what happens is, with all of these things that are going on, we begin to be drained of energy. We're drained because of all of the negativity that's going on around us. And so, if you're not careful, you can fit into that victim mode, like, oh my gosh, why is all this stuff happening to me? You start kind of going there to be the victim versus the victor. It's very easy to be the victim, but it's going to take a conscious choice to be a victor. See, I choose to be resilient during these times. It's very easy. If I wanted to, I could just say, I'm just tired of all of this. But there's something on the inside of us as human that causes us to want to keep on pressing through the obstacles. I was reading a book um, just today, actually, a little bit of it today, but it was talking about like what happened, where did people's resilience go? And it went way back to a childhood where our parents and our authority figures tried to keep us as comfortable as possible. They tried to make sure we weren't cold, we weren't homeless. They tried to do their best to take care of us, to make sure that we had as not that many disruptions in our life. Now, there would be disruptions, but in general, if you think about it as a child, They really tried to make it. They took the grunt of the disruptions that came, and we just kept playing and doing all of the things that we did as kids. So that's kind of how we learned how to want just to be comfortable. Because now, with constant change, with constant disruption, people are having a challenge with keeping it all together because there's things coming from the right, left, all around. And before you know it, it seems like you're buried in a bunch of stress and disruption and change, and everything's different and nothing feels good. And, all of that. So you can get caught up in that and feel like a victim where you won't even have the energy to move. So your inner battery will not even allow you to move because you haven't been working on it. Remember, I talked about the definition that I like for resilience is connected to HeartMath, and it says the capacity to prepare for, recover from, adapt in the face of pressure, challenges, etc. Things like that. So it's your ability to prepare for it, first of all, and that's why I wanted to make sure we did some conversation around persistence and resilience and all of that. Prepare for it. We got to recover from, because some things that are hitting us, we can't do anything about it. It's out of our control. So, uh, so you have to recover from some things that are have changed our life forever. But those are the things that you have to recover from, and then adapt in. Sometimes you will not get back to the normalcy of where you thought you would be. So you have to accept that and then move past that into this new place, this new now, this new normal that you find yourself in. And in this place where I find myself, how can I truly still make a difference like I did in my normalcy? See, we should be constantly innovating ourselves, reinventing ourselves to become the best version of ourselves so that we can see how God wants to use us in this moment. In this moment, I would choose to inspire you still. I'm not going to stop my purpose because of the challenges of work of life. So my encouragement to you is don't stop what you know that your manufacturer is giving you to do, touching other people's lives, if it's getting education, whatever it is for you. Don't pause on that just because trouble has come. Trouble has come, and I don't care that we got trouble on every side of us. I'm still going to do what I can do to control my environment, meaning I have control of some things. See, I have control of my attitude. I have control of how I treat people. I have control of me loving you in spite of. I have control of that kind of stuff. So I perfect my attitude. I perfect the spirit of love. I perfect perseverance. I persist until I succeed. You see what I'm saying? Those are the things that I can drive and I can control. And I'm encouraging you to do the same thing. But the most important thing is to check your battery. Sit back and check out where you are. Look at your thoughts. We're the only people that can do that. We can introspect and see where we really are, and really see where you are so that you can come out of where you are. If you're in a place of darkness, then there's a place of light that you need to get back to. And you have to fight to get back to that because the tendency is to stay comfortable, stay in that little cubby hole. So you don't want to stay in that little comfort zone. You don't want to stay in that balance. I know a lot of people don't even want to be going through all of the stuff that we're going through. None of us do, but we find ourselves in it. Now, what are we going to do about it? Are you going to continue to complain and murmur and all of that? Or are you going to say, let me see, what am I going to do to get me back, to get my power back, to get back on my feet, to find out what else I'm good at, to find out those people that I can come in contact with that I can impact? Okay, that's your tune up for today. Tuesday's tune up. I've been trying to do those. I started it last week. So I'll see some of you guys tonight when me and Don go live on our real life transformation page. And thank you for joining. Hey, Angela, you're loved and appreciated. All of you guys, just in case nobody told you, you are truly loved and appreciated. And I always say that because I really mean it from the heart. I don't see you, but I have been commanded to love. So I love and appreciate you. And I hope that you were blessed by the message today. I just wanted to push you, encourage you as you start your day. Okay, you guys have a wonderful day. Bye bye.